I think everybody wants to hear a bit more about the project with Intuitive Machines, the Super BAB. I love that name. It's just so spot on with the level of, just I'm not even going to try to explain it because it's just so cool. So walk us through the mission. Tell us about that project.
Intuitive Machines, they've been around for a little bit, a couple years now, from what I know, but they are wanting to be the first private U.S. commercial company to send spacecraft to the moon. They're not about man travel. They're more about cargo and scientific discovery. They reached out to Burns McDonnell and said, hey, we want to grow our facility, have a new operations, new production, new testing facility. That way we can expand our growth, go beyond the stars. It's really what they wanted to do. It was awesome to be engaged with that project. It's roughly 106,000 square foot for their offices, admin, operations. They can actually operate and function from that facility that we just finished up.
That's cool.
And then they also have testing. The flame range is what they call it. They also call it the rocket petting zoo, which is pretty cool.
I'm going to come have to hang out with you at your project site one of these days.
Which is awesome because it allows them to test their small engines and verify and meet the necessary requirements for lunar travel. We got that building built first. And then that way they could start testing for their first mission, IM-1, that's slated to go up in mid-January.
That's wild. So they're pushing the envelope, and you've built that foundation, and now, they're petting rockets and everything else that makes a whole bunch of sense. I love it. I'm going to come visit. I've never been to Houston, so you're going to have a house guest soon, and we'll walk through that after this call wraps up. But it's really cool, man. What is it like working on a project like that? I mean, just the scope. I mean, obviously, I'm over here nerding out, and I'm sure a bunch of other people are. Like, tell me about the day-to-day. What's that like?
First, it's a dream, right? Like, I've always been infatuated with space. I watch as many of the SpaceX launches as I can. And honestly, for a lot of the project team, a lot of the clients that we work for, we can't really talk about. They can't share publicly. So for us, this is just as much of a dream for a lot of our team, is being able to share a passion that we have and also just make our clients successful. Because if we can help Intuitive Machines expand beyond our solar system and beyond Earth's atmosphere and be a partner for them and make them succeed, then that's really the dream for us. It was always exciting to do anything with the Superbab project. Just knowing what is going on in there and what they're doing for humanity is incredible. And to have a part, have a literally a foundation for them is awesome, to be supportive of them as a client. So it's incredible.
That's so cool, man. And, I think everybody in the construction industry, we've all touched different projects, and it's really cool to see the thing built that you've been part of. And, my role in the past was proposal manager. And I remember the first time I did a site walk on a project that I helped win the bid for, it was like, oh my gosh, like this is a real thing. Like that massive stack of binders is now sitting in front of me in reality. And I work for a federal contractor, so I empathize deeply with we can't talk about the thing, and also just the process of getting there. So it's so cool that you get to up level their vision. And also, I mean, I don't even have the words, man. That's just really neat. Like you're heavily impacting space exploration. It's something to be proud of. I'd like to hear a bit more about the project. Was there anything specific that you brought to the table that was unique with the approaches, or anything interesting with the project plan where you're using technology that really pushed the envelope? Of course, what they're doing in the facility pushes the envelope. I'm curious how you brought that to life for them.
When I first got wind of the project, one, I wanted to make sure I was on it. And two, I wanted to emphasize to our team and our project management team, how do we bring an innovation to a client that's innovating the commercial space market? Talking internally with some folks, what's some technology that's coming out? And ultimately, we ended up taking a look at ACC. How do we utilize that in a single platform to better integrate our design team and our construction team as one? We tested it, we played with it, and that kind of gave us the foundation for exploring alternative or technologies that really allow us to bring value to all the other employee owners that are at Burns McDonnell. How do I save costs? How do I not duplicate the processes that go into construction? You've been there, paper pushing. It's kind of a outdated methodology with execution on the construction front. So how do we go out there and bring some sort of technology innovations with the spotlight on this project, not just internally at Burns and Mac, but for intuitive machines as well. We tried all sorts of technology as well, partnering with our vendors to help bring value for us, to help us make our clients successful, because then at that point, it becomes an ecosystem of success. If the software vendors partner with us, we become successful, we keep using their product, we make the client successful, they keep coming back to us, and it's repeat business all the way around.
Oh yeah, you've
And
got
that's
this
win-win-win.
feedback loop.